Welcome to the RPG Hunt review of Wizard Bonbon and the Castle of Sucre by Cameron Wright. Now, this adventure can be found on Dungeon Masters Guild for free. I'll have a link in the description below, as well as a link in the descriptions on the live play and the prep as well. So any of those videos will all have the link to the link to it on Dungeon Masters Guild. All right, let's get into it. So, the adventure was fun. I really liked that aspect of jumping right into it and doing some ability checks and things like that, which made it fun and building the story and then rushing and things like that. It was different from the normal standing or sitting in a tavern somewhere type kind of thing. That was really cool. And then the story, there was a lot of reading into it, which was fine, but I felt like I was losing the players a little bit because they were just like, let's get into it, because we started really hot and now we're calming. But there was good information in there, and luckily the players were writing that down and were taking note of that, especially Jacob. Now, as we got into the adventure itself, I really like the aspect of it being open. Which way do you want to go? Type kind of thing. Which is one of the things that I was always kind of iffy on sandboxes, just because on a sandbox for doing this at home is great. It's easy, and you can just mark on your your map or your battle map or anything like that, and you're perfectly fine. Doing it as a virtual tabletop, it's harder because you have to have all these maps loaded, and if they're just to give them a visual, and you don't always have to give them a visual. That's why the first part, just running, there really wasn't a visual, so it was something I was playing with, and it seemed like they were having fun. They were wondering, they knew why they were running, but kind of getting off topic there. So it was really cool on it was all there, and they just had multiple directions they can go, how they wanted to solve it. There was a lot of different ways they could have gone, as you saw through the prep. So I think it could have used more monsters, which that's on me. I should have put more in. I mean, part of these is these amazing individuals that we look at every week, is going through the Dungeon Masters Guild, and getting these games and things like that. But they all say, hey, apply it to your game. Drop it into your game. If you need to tweak it a little bit to make it work for you, then do that. And this one was just really fun on starting off December, getting it into the holiday season. But yeah, I think that I should have maybe put a little bit more into it, on monsters and making things a little bit harder. It seemed a little sparse onto that aspect. But I liked how their first option wasn't to just kill things. But yeah, it was a really fun adventure, and I would recommend it for individuals first starting to play. Now, as I continue to do this, I'm only getting better at Fantasy Grounds and DMing. Hopefully, you are enjoying it. But through this process, it is a whole learning process, and just like with anything else, you have to just keep doing it and doing it more to get better at it. But that will be the review. Next week we will be here for on Wednesday. Shooting for 7, could be 7:30. Sometimes there's some technical difficulties and things like that. Hopefully we're getting all those ironed out. But we got a really nice thing set up for next week. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's something behind me that potentially could. But that will be it. And thank you for watching, and see you next week. Remember, live on Twitch, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon every time I upload everything. But see the live play on Twitch, be a part of it. I will have the chat up and everything like that, so I try to be a part of it, and things like that as best as I can. But I'm also running a game, so there's those levels, and I'm not a professional, I guess you could say, but as professional as I can be. But I will do everything I can to make sure I read those and things like that. You put a question in, they might not immediately get answered. I might be in the middle of doing a bunch of things at that time, but I always have it up in case you do ask a question. I will be there for you. But I will see you on Wednesday, and yeah, see you on Wednesday. And it'll be for a very exciting adventure that's a little bit, definitely a sandbox. That'll be a lot of fun. All right. See y'all later. Bye.